Hello everyone. In the last class, we discussed in the symmetric component in lecture 2 regarding what are the symmetrical components in detail, what is the positive sequence component, what is the negative sequence component, what are the zero sequence component vector diagram, and another is we discuss the operator K. The operator K is the one vector that is converted into any that is in the symmetrical components. The 9 component is converted into 3 component. Now how we are convert this 9 component, the symmetrical component, into 3 component? Already in the last class we have seen the IR equal to the IR we can write as IR equal to unbalanced component, that is IR0 plus IR1 plus IR2. Similarly, the unbalanced IY equal to IY0 plus IY1 plus IY2. Now IB we can write as IB equal to IB0 plus IB1 plus IB2. Normally in this we have to analyze these unbalanced quantities, that is IR, IY, IB. We require 9 sequence component: IR0, IR1, IR2, IY0, IY1, IY2, IB0, IB1, IB2. Now, in order to the 9 components, for the determination of 9 components, that is the time taking. In order to reduce this time, I can using the operator K. By using this operator K, I can divide this, convert this 9 component into 3 component. Now, how it is we converting the 9 component into 3 component? Let's going to discuss. Now, observe this is a vector diagram of positive sequence component. First, we draw the vector diagram of positive sequence component, that is IR1 vector, this is IY1 vector, so this is a IB1 vector. Now this is a positive sequence component is the, what is the component is the balance component. There is the condition will be satisfied, that is IR1 magnitude should be equal to IY1 magnitude should be equal to IB1 magnitude. We know that. Now another condition is each phase displaced by 120, 120, 120. That is also there. Now we know that what is the phase sequence of positive sequence component means the clockwise direction. What are we are getting sequence in sequence? What are the phases are coming in sequence? That first R phase is coming, next Y phase is coming. Therefore, you can write as this is the RYB phase sequence. Let us assume that our original phase sequence is RYB, so that this positive sequence phase sequence also RYB. Already we know that. Now, what is the operator K we defined in the last class? The operator K is the vector having unity magnitude 120 degrees in anti-clockwise direction. This is already discussed in the last class. The K is a magnitude 1 at an angle of 120 degrees anti-clockwise direction. Now, by using this operator K, I want to convert into IY1 vector in terms of IR1 vector. IB1 vector is converted into IR1 vector. We know that here IR1 vector is not equal to IY1 vector. Why? Because they having some phase displacement. Magnitude will be equal but not vector. Keep in mind, here magnitude only equal. This is the condition here written. This is the only magnitude. The balance condition means all the phases are equal in magnitude and displaced by 120 degrees. But what happened here? In this case, here the positive sequence component means this is the balance component. For the reason, what happened? This the vector is not equal. Only magnitude will be equal. For the reason, what we are writing, I want to write IY1 vector in terms of IR1 vector. How to write? Now observe here, the IR1 vector magnitude, IY1 vector magnitude will be same. But what is the difference means, in anti-clockwise direction, how much angle with respect to R phase, the Y phase. You can repeat. Here in anti-clockwise direction, what is the phase displacement of Y phase with respect to R phase? Now see, in anti-clockwise direction it is 120 degrees. Up to this 120 plus this is 120. Total how much angle? That is 240 degrees. Now can I write what we can write, that is magnitude of IR1 at an angle of 240 degrees we can write. We know that what is K square value, we can write K square equal to 1 at angle of 240 degrees. Already we discussed in the last one. Now, if same thing, if here magnitude of 1 at angle of 240 can write simply the I by 1 vector equal to, can write 1 at angle of 240 you can write as a K square into, can write IR1 vector. So why you are writing here K square means it is anti-clockwise direction. How much angle? Anti-clockwise direction is 240 degrees. That is 1 at angle of 240 degrees. You can write as a K square. So that I can write I1 vector in terms of IR1 vector equal to K square times of IR1. Now here similarly you can see that IB1 vector. The IB1 vector, in the IB1 vector, the magnitude will be same of IR1 vector. But what is the displacement? It is in anti-clockwise direction. How much angle? 120 degrees. You see, the anti-clockwise direction R face is a reference. How much angle it is? Displacement is 120 degrees. So that you can 1 at angle of 120 degrees you can write as a K. Similarly, I can write IB1 vector as you can write as a K times of IR1 vector. It is very very important relation. The I by 1 equal to K square times of IR1. IB1 equal to K times of IR1 vector. Now you see, this is this is a IR1 vector. Final, what is the conclusion is? What we written? IY1 equal to K square times of IR1 I got. It is very very important relation. And IB1 I got. It is K times of IR1 vector. These two relation I got from the positive sequence. Next, similarly we go for the negative sequence vector diagram. In the negative sequence vector diagram, this is a vector diagram of negative sequence. This is a vector diagram of negative sequence. This is also balanced component. This is the suffix 2 for negative IR2. This is IB2. This is IY2. In the last class, in already we discussed, actually my phase sequence is assumed that RYB. This is the original phase sequence. Now, what is the phase sequence of negative sequence component in clockwise direction? What are the phases coming in sequence? R phase is coming, next B phase is coming, next Y phase is coming. Now, what is the phase sequence here? RBY. Now, in this, what happened? The negative sequence component is always opposite to the original phase sequence. Similarly, I want to write what is IY2 vector in terms of IR2. Suppose here IY2 in anti-clockwise direction, how much angle with respect to R phase? The IY2 in anti-clockwise direction with respect to IR2, how much is 120? You can write IY2 equal to 1 at angle of 120 into IR2. Now 1 at angle of 120 we can write as what? We can write K. Therefore, IY2 you can write times in terms of IR2, that is K times of IR2. This is the one relation we got. I'm writing IY2 in terms of IR2 is K times of IR2. Similarly, what is the IB2? I want to write IB2 in terms of IR2. In the IB2, in anti-clockwise, how much angle with respect to R phase? It is 120. This is 120. 120 plus 120, how much? That is 240. Now, can I write I/2 equal to 1 at angle of 240 into IR2 vector. Similarly, I can write IB2 vector equal to K square terms of IR2 vector. This is the second relation. This is very very important relations. IB2 in terms of IR2 equal to K square terms of IR2. This is IY2 in terms of IR2 means K terms of IR2. Next, this is about the negative sequence component relations. Next, come to the zero sequence component. The zero sequence component already we know all the phases are equal in magnitude and all are in phase. This is IR0, this is IY0. The magnitude equal and all are in phase. So that simply I can write IY0, IR0 same as IY0. All vectors are equal because of magnitude equal, no phase displacement. Therefore, the vector itself equal. So that there is no phase displacement. All are in phase. Now, in the above equation, you can write in simply replace IY0. Yes, IR0, IY1 replaced with K square times of IR1, and IY2 can replace with K times of IR2. Similarly, IB0 replaces with IR0, IB1 you can replace with K times of IR1, IB2 can replace with K square times of IR2. Now I'm going to write like that same equation. We know that is IR equal to writing IR0 plus IR1 plus IR2. Now what is the IY unbalance? We know that IY0 same as IR0, just like I write IR0. Can write IY1. Actually I write IY1. IY1 in terms of IR1. What you can write? K square in terms of IR1. IY2 in terms of IR2. That is K times of IR2. Just now here that. Similarly, can write IB. What is IB we can write? IB0 can write as a IR0. Why? Because IB0 same as IR0. IB1 in terms of IR1. What you can write? K times of IR1. IB2 in terms of IR2. That is just now we done K square times of IR2. Now this is that one. If you write these three equations in a matrix form. This is the equation number 1. This is the equation number 1. Equation number 2. And equation number 3. If you equation 1, 2, 3 written in the matrix form, what will get here? 1, 2, 1, sorry, 1, 1, 2, 3 equations. What you can write? IR, IY, IB is one matrix. These are unbalanced quantities in terms of symmetrical component. What is the matrix we are going to determine? This unbalanced quantity, the matrix we are getting 1, 1, 1, 1, K square, K, 1, K, K square. In terms of symmetrical component, we can write as this IR0, IR1, IR. Now, if you know the R space sequence component, that is R phase 0 sequence, R phase positive sequence, R phase negative sequence. If you know the one phase of the sequence component, I can easily identify the what is the unbalanced quantity. Any system, any phase unbalanced system, we can identify. In the previous, we have seen in this equation, for to analyze this IR, IY, IB, we required 9 components. That is IR0 required, IR1 required, IR2 required, and IY0, IY1, IY2. Now what we are doing, we convert this 9 component into 3 component by using the operator K for to reduce the time for the analysis. Now here we are writing the unbalanced quantities in terms of symmetrical component by using the which matrix? This is the matrix A. Sometimes the textbook refer to A matrix. The matrix is 1, 1, 1, 1 K square K, 1 K, K square. That is IR0, IR1, IR2. It is very, very important relation. By using this relation, we are getting so many gate examination, IEX examination, 2 marks, 1 mark they are asking about these matrices. These are the unbalanced quantity in terms of symmetrical component. Now, next, I want to represent what is the symmetrical component in terms of IR, IY, IB. That is IR0, same matrix you can write like this, IY, IR1, IR2 in terms of IR0, IR1, IR2 in terms of IR, IY, IB. Now what is the relation? That is this matrix go that side, what will get? That this matrix go that side. 1, 1, 1, 1 K square K, 1 K, K square, whole inverse. This matrix go that side, that will get whole inverse. That is next remaining terms, right at IR, IY, I. Now if you do this inverse, okay, I'm writing direct matrix, that is IR0, IR1, IR2 in terms of what will get, that is one third of 1 K square 1 K square K. This is remaining matrix. The matrix is IR IY IB. Now this is the matrix we have seen. The what is the extra term will get, one third, 1/3 is coming and interchange the last two rows. Now these two are very very important matrix. IR0, IR1, IR2 in terms of IR, IB, IB, that is 1 1 1 1 K square K 1 K K square. Sometimes they will ask, they will be unbalanced quantity. Examiner they may ask IR0, IR1, IR2. What is IR0, IR1 in terms of IR, IB, IB? That is one third of 1 1 1 1 K K square 1 K square K. Here, how to remember these two matrices? If you remember first one, the second matrix extra term will come 1/3 and the last two rows will be interchanged. Now these two matrices are very very important in the fault analysis. Always and deal with these two matrices. Please remember, all of you, it is very important to what is the IR0, IR1 in terms of IR, IY, IB, and IR0, IR1, IR2 in terms of IR, IY, IB. Sorry, this two matrices, this matrix and this matrix. Observe, one third will extra term will come and the remaining term as it is. Okay. Now this about the we have derived very two important matrices. As IR0, IR1, IR2 in terms of IR, IY, IB. This is the matrix. One another matrix is IR, IY, IB in terms of IR0, IR1, IR2. This very very important. Okay, people, all of you go through these two. Okay. Next, another is we are going to discuss what is the balance what is the current in the balance system and unbalanced system. Suppose in the balance system, what is the neutral current we are going to derive? What is the IN? We know that IN equals 0. Now how it becomes IN equals 0? We can prove that here. We know that when the system is balanced, this is a balanced system. IR is a IY IB. Balance means IR magnitude should be equal to IY magnitude should be equal to IB. This is the balance system. In the balance system, how this IN will become 0? We know that IN equal to, suppose the neutral grounded, neutral is grounded, there may be is the IN. Okay, these are the living current. Now we can write entering current equal living current. IN equal to right IR plus IY plus IB. Now I want to find what is the neutral current. The IR plus IY plus IB. This is a balance component. Na? This is the IR. Can I write IY in terms of IR by using the operator K? That is 120 in anti-clockwise, again 120. This is 240. Can I write IY in terms of IR? It is a balance system. What we can write? K square terms of IR. What is IB we can write in terms of IR? That is K times of IR. Now, what is the common term here? What is the common term here? IR is a common. If you IR is common, what will get? IR is common. What is remaining term? 1 plus K square plus K. Already we proved that 1 plus K square equal to 0 in the previous class. Again we can check. Substitute all values of K and K square value. That 1 plus K square equal to 0. So that what the eigen will get? 0. This is the proof how in the balance system the current through the neutral will be 0. Okay. Here IR plus IY plus IB. I am writing IY in terms of IR. Why? Because it is a balance common. There's a K square terms of IR, IB, K times of IR is common. What will get? 1 plus K square plus K. We know that already 1 plus K square equal to 0. So that in the balance system, the current through the neutral will be 0. Next, in case of unbalanced system, we know that in the unbalanced system, current through the neutral is not equal to 0. But what is the value? How much value will flow? in the unbalanced system. What is the current through the neutral? We are going to derive in the unbalanced system. Same figure, IN we can write IR plus IY plus IB. Now here IR plus, it is unbalanced system. Na? Any unbalanced quantity can be represented by three sequence component or not. IR can represent in terms of three sequence component, that is IR0 plus IR1 plus IR. Similarly, IY can be represented three component, that is IY0 plus IY1 plus IY. Similarly, IB can represent three components, that is IB0 plus IB1 plus IB2. These are we know that this is an unbalanced system. Any unbalanced quantity can represent by three sequence component. IR can represent IR0, IR1 plus IR2. IB can represent IY0 plus IY1 plus IB2. IB can represent IB0 plus IB1 plus IB2. Now we know that IR0, IY0, IB0, three are equal. Na? Can I write that equal to, instead of write 3 times of IR naught, I can write IR0 same as IB0 equal to IB0. I can write 3 times of, that is 3 times of IR0. Now remaining terms I am writing as is IR1, this is IR2. Just now we are done. What is IY1 in terms of IR1? That is K square times of IR1. What is IY2 in terms of IR2? That is K times of IR2. Just now we are derived. What is IB1 in terms of IR1? That is K times of IR1. What is IB2 in terms of IR2? That is K square times of. Now write remaining terms as it is. Now that is IN equal to is 3 times of IR0. In this IR1 is common, what will get? IR1 is common, what will get? Here 1 plus this is K square plus this. Similarly, IR2 is common, what will we get? Here 1, here K plus K, here K square. Just now we are seeing 1 plus K square equal to 0. Therefore, this term will get 0 and this term will get 0. Now, what is the remaining term finally we are getting? That is IN equal to, finally I got 3 times of IR naught. This is very important conclusion. Now, so many textbooks that they given directly, no derivation. You want to derivation in IES exam with the sense of how they will ask derivation. This is IN equal to 3 times of IR naught. In case of unbalanced system, how much current will be flow in the neutral? That is 3 times of the IR naught. They may be IR naught, they may be IY0 or IB0. Means the zero sequence component current will flow in the neutral of the system. No other positive sequence, no negative sequence component current does not flow in the neutral. Which current will flow only zero sequence component current will flow in the neutral of the system. For that reason, we are going to draw the sequence network. We discuss later. That is a sequence network. In the sequence network, always we are taking the neutral as a reference for positive sequence network, negative sequence network. But ground is taken as a reference for zero sequence network. Why? Because the reason is there is no current will be entered to the neutral. For that reason, in the neutral to ground, in the positive sequence, negative sequence, current does not flow in the neutral to ground. For that reason, neutral is taken as reference for positive sequence network, negative sequence network. But the zero sequence current is flow from neutral to ground or ground to the neutral based on the type of fault. Okay. Now in this case, what happened? The zero sequence current will flow neutral to ground or ground to the neutral. At that condition, what happened? There is some path. For that reason, for drawing the zero sequence reactance diagram or zero sequence network, always you are taken as a ground as a reference. It is very important conclusion we have to remember. What is the current flow through the neutral is only 3 times of IR naught. It is a very important conclusion. Next class we are going to discuss in detail what is the sequence network. Stop.